all of my things being neat and organized and where I left them. Ugh yes, especially because you can't say anything when they are helping and putting things in the wrong places, like how do you still not know how I keep the bowls and plates? But I love you and I know you're trying, so I'll just keep my mouth zipped and kiss and say thank you. Being alone. Gods, I miss alone time. I think the excitement of meeting someone new and the getting to know each other part. It's weird because, while I totally agree, that part is fun, something about the comfort and security of really knowing your partner after a long time just outweighs it to me. It's one of the things I'm not looking forward to when I start dating again. Building the kind of rapport and connection you only have after years of knowing each other takes, well, years. But I guess with the right person, the journey to that level of familiarity is also supposed to be good. Having my future be a big blank canvas and my brush in hand. When you're in a relationship, you have to somewhat to conform to each other's plans and goals. When you're single you can dream up whatever you want and do it. I feel this in the opposite way. I'm single and everything is up to me. I wish I had someone to build and plan with. I love my partner so much but sometimes I just want to sleep by myself. He snores and I like to sleep like a starfish. So sleep by yourself. Seriously, we are both pretty snore-why. We have a room called the Snoratorium. It's considerably better than driving each other insane. Privacy. How many times can I invite this? Flirting. I don't want to be with anyone else, but the fun of a flirty chat is sadly missed. I'm single after a 6-year relationship. I have no idea how to flirt anymore. When a beautiful man comes up to me, I instantly get nervous and just flee. Haha. Being able to decorate without having to consider someone else's taste. Yes, my husband thinks as long items are the same color that they match. So he will come home with blue ultra modern art and then like blue French country chairs and a blue southwestern rug. Or one will be a muted, dusty blue, and a cool blue, and a primary blue. I'm losing my goddamn mind. Meanwhile if I bring home 2 items that are green and blue, but both are a PNW rustic vibe that we agreed on, he says they don't match because of the green. The feeling of infatuation, sexual tension, and excitement you get when starting a new relationship. I feel like I still get that in waves. Like all can be comfortable and normal, then one day I'll look at him in the right light or angle and just be like good lord. And him being him, always seems to look up at me in just the right moment, eyes heavy and sultry, and bam. It begins all over again. Can also be set off by doing manly things around the house. Doing stuff or going somewhere without having to run it by someone. This is a major sticking point in my relationship. I hate having to do that. Makes me feel like I'm asking permission, and it makes me gag. When I'm in a relationship I miss that feeling that a night could end up anywhere, and I can just see where it takes me. Ugh yes this. The feeling that your life is like a movie. Happily single here chasing my dreams. I often feel like my life is a movie or at least a sitcom. So many hilarious and awesome moments in both the good and bad. When I'm in a relationship I have ups and downs, but when I'm single I'm always fine and happy. Having to share my chocolate. This is the one. Less free time. I love my boyfriend, but being in a relationship requires better time management. It's not my strongest skill if I'm honest. 3A manic cleaning. It's rude to vacuum at 3A when someone is trying to sleep. Haha. I agree with this on a spiritual level. I love to manic clean, but can only do that when I'm by myself. Freedom. If I want to go to Mexico next week, I go. No check-in, no care, no guilt. I kind of do this, in a way. I tell him and so on, but after I've made up my mind. Maybe it's not fair, but if one person has free time and the other doesn't, I have said no too many times my life due to other people. I live in a town with really cute restaurants and bars and I used to sit at the bar and meet people a lot. Free drinks and good conversations. I also loved flirting and fantasizing about the what if even if I didn't get their number. I also miss sleeping alone. OMG. You weren't somewhat embarrassed to go alone and be arriving and sitting alone for a while? Just something I struggle with. The tingly feelings of dating someone new. First kisses. New intimacy. Overall lack of responsibility. Being ugly at home all you want. You can't be ugly at home now. My fiancé and I are ugly at home together. Only cleaning up after myself. Empty kitchen sink. It's one thing to wash dishes I used. But after a long day, when you go home to a sink full of dishes you didn't even use, something about that gets right under my skin. A clean living space. Less anxiety. I get very tired of always considering someone else's feelings. The ability to get as many cats as I want. I have 2 and my husband won't let me get more. My fiancé is allergic. I have a cat who he loves, but cannot for his life, like actually, kiss her. I fear any future cat I'd like to foster will drive him into an anaphylactic shock. The spontaneity. After a while, it becomes a routine. The honeymoon phase only lasts so long. When you're single, there's a certain level of thrill knowing you never know what's gonna happen. Yes,